My name is Molly. I am a licensed psychic artist here in the southwest part of the United States. I also do dream interpretations, energy healings. I am a life coach and also reconciliation specialist. This is the Gemini reading for the second half of September 2018. I will also look into the possibilities of reconciliation and just the general energy between Gemini and each of the 4 elements. And if I don't forget, I will do the Gemini Taurus Cusp reading here as well. If I do forget, I'll make another video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Right now, I do have special pricing because I'm just getting started here on YouTube. All the information you need to contact me is in the description box below. Thank you. Okay, Gemini. I'm a Gemini, and I was feeling like maybe we needed a reading. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that tonight. Let's see what's going on for Gemini, second half of September 2018. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. I'm going to start showing the cards and talking about them in just a second. Feels like I've got too much on my table right now though, so let me go ahead and just set some of this down here and we'll get started. Okay, so we start out with the Justice card reversed. That's the Libra energy. You may be dealing with a Libra. Okay, a lot of times when I see Justice reversed, I think of it as evaluating. You know, we've got, and of course I do love readings, so in relationship, whether you're single or coupled, you appear to be evaluating your love life right now. I take it when it's reversed more so as evaluating, right side up something else. That's kind of that threefold law of karma even. You know, what you put out, you get back. You know, but that's a whole other discussion. So, you know, you're evaluating your love life right now, Geminis, is what this appears to be. You also have the High Priestess. You know, I do feel there are secrets here for those of you who are partnered, and those of you who are single. I'm going to take this as an indication that someone who just thinks you're the perfect woman is coming into your life very, very soon. You may also have that same sentiment from your partner if you're partnered. You know, and, you know, there's just a real secretive energy here in this spread if you are partnered. If you were with someone recently enough, the energy of that partner can carry over, and you may feel like there were some things you didn't know about that person, some sort of secrets, okay? So that may be something that you're thinking about and evaluating at this time. However, no point to it if you're no longer with the person, really. Right here we have the Two of Swords. It is reversed, so we definitely have movement in the situation. Again, sometimes movement in the wrong direction. You know, when you are standing still for a long time and you're blindfolded, you know, you tend to maybe, when you take your first steps, you maybe step in the wrong direction. If that's the case, that's okay. You just step back and go forward again, no problem. So we definitely have movement. Movement is good. Movement is always positive, you know, rather than stagnation, okay? You also have the King of Pentacles reversed. A lot of times the King of Pentacles in the reverse position talks about someone greedy around you. I mean, it's just that simple. He's all about the money, and he's great, you know, normally right side up, you know, a lot of positive qualities about the King of Pentacles. However, when he's reversed, it's a greed. The money kind of takes over. This energy is leaving your situation anyways, but you may very well be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or maybe you were dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay, you also have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands reversed is the jealousy card. It's also a message card, and when it's reversed, those messages just aren't coming in, okay? So if you're looking for a message, it's not coming, or it's not coming soon, okay? So there's, you know, a block in that communication, Gemini, at least at this time. We also have the Seven of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands is a positioning card. However, when it's reversed, it just tells you to guard against indecision, because when you're indecisive about something, you don't put yourself in a good position. So you want to turn that energy around and get in the best position possible by being decisive. Decide what you want, Gemini. Okay, like I said, if you've taken a step in the wrong direction, all you have to do is give yourself permission to turn around and step back. It's okay. All right, and it's really all the same advice, I would say, for the single Geminis as well as the coupled Geminis. The communication, the messages might be slow or not coming at all in some cases. Okay, so let's see, I got my allergies acting up. I do have the Six of Pentacles. It is reversed. When the Six of Pentacles shows up reversed, for me, it's a manipulative energy, okay? In relationships, the Six of Pentacles is about giving and taking. Really, I think in any question, for any question, it's about giving and taking. So Gemini, most likely giving and taking right now is a concern for you in relationships. And you know, the whole keeping score thing isn't good. You know, you just gotta kind of, you know, let it flow. You give what you can, you let the other person give what they can, but at the same time, you know, we shouldn't have an imbalance. There does need to be a reasonable amount of reciprocity, and this indicates that there may not be, or that there's some sort of manipulation. So when we have secrets and we have manipulation, that's not really a positive combination, but that's okay. I've got other things very positive on the board. I know that we would struggle if we were involved with a person who's manipulative or acting that way, because intuitively something doesn't feel right when we have that sort of thing going on. And the High Priestess is also about intuition and following your intuition. You know, if something is totally off balance, you will feel it. It won't feel right. And so, you know, you'll struggle with that. Don't lie to yourself, Gemini. You'll struggle with that. It's too many things. These are all the burdens here. Oh, you know, this isn't consistent, or maybe we stepped in the wrong direction, or oh, maybe I'm being manipulated, or I'm giving way much more than I'm getting back in return. Gemini, if those things are going on for you and you're weighing things out, and you know, it's funny because the Justice card is very much similar to the Six of Pentacles reversed. It's all about those scales, that Libra energy. Again, you may very well be dealing with a Libra. You know, it's a heavy energy. You know, it's so heavy. This poor guy here in the Ten of Wands can hardly carry it. You know, there's a lot of little nitpicky things going on. I get the feeling, however, that a lot of that is in your head. You know, there's some validity to some of what you're thinking, but there's not a lot. Go with your intuition on this. Go with your intuition as best as you can. I know that in relationships and when our emotions get involved, it's really hard to separate that and be intuitive about things, but go with your gut, Gemini, okay? You also have the Hangman reversed. It's a stagnant energy, okay? Nothing is changing. You know, it's funny, it's similar to the Two of Swords when we have it like this, but it has reversed and things have changed. There has been movement. You know, the stagnation here with the Hangman reverse talks about things being stagnant because you refuse to let go of something. Okay, Gemini, if you know what that is, please let go of it. You're holding on to the past here, okay? You've got the Six of Cups reversed. You know, this is all about living in the past. Granted, you know, there are people in our lives, whether we're partnered or single, and I hope if you're partnered especially that you're not holding on to the past, because that will really hurt a relationship in a lot of cases. Let it go, okay? Let it go. Don't talk about your ex. Don't think about your ex, you know? So this is a past energy. It also speaks to attachment. You probably are very attached to your partner as well. And just, no need to live in the past here, Gemini. Let it go, okay? Let me go ahead and clarify some of this. I apologize that wasn't the most positive reading. I certainly, we're going to go ahead and look at the Gilded Tarot to see what the individual energies are for each involvement with each element. And also I will do the cusp reading for Taurus, Gemini, just to see how it's looking for those people born on that cusp. I think, well, let's just let the Romance Angels cards do their thing, okay? These are my Romance Angel cards. And you guys are familiar with them. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, Gemini. I'm going to do for both singles and couples, and if we need to clarify further, we will. Well, reconciliation. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Reconciliation, like I said, you are attached to a past person. Okay, you are thinking about past, living in the past. Of course, if you're coupled, certainly not looking for reconciliation, I would hope. And if you're single, there's your sign. Maybe very slow to come in, those messages, but something is going on. Particularly, I would say, like I said, I've got Libra energy here on the board. I've also, the High Priestess, a lot of times people will look at as Pisces energy. And again, with my King of Pentacles, the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? So reconciliation for those of you who are hoping for it, okay? And separation. Okay, so this tells a whole different story now. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay, Geminis, those of you who are partnered, that actually just clarified everything up. I guess the people who, or the person who needed my reading tonight, because like I said, I felt it, us Geminis, again, I'm a Gemini as well, needed this reading. This may very well be valid for Gemini Moon and Gemini Rising also. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Why? Because we're struggling with too many things. Secrets. Is this person manipulating me? What's going on? There's too many questions. Sometimes when you separate and you're in that space with yourself, you can gain some clarity. And that's what we need to do in order to, listen to our intuition and hear our intuition. Sometimes you may feel that, hey, I'm just living in the past and maybe I really don't want this reconciliation. If you are partnered with someone, and if you are single and you want the reconciliation, well, you're going to get your opportunity. I suppose you're going to get your opportunity as well if you are with a partner, because it looks like you're going to take that time of separation, and that may be a factor that you're living in the past, and that's causing problems, which would cause us to have that burdensome energy and need a separation, need some time to ourselves. Pay attention to the red flags. All right, Gemini, the signs are cautioning you. Okay, like I said, there's a secretive energy here to the High Priestess. Okay, secretive energy. Also, if there is someone with a jealousy issue, sometimes that can get taken a little too far. I'm not really picking that up here, but that is a jealousy card, the Six of Wands reversed. And the manipulation, that's a red flag, guys. If you start to feel things are so out of balance, it's just not reciprocal, and maybe I'm being manipulated, that's a red flag. Pay attention to the red flag. Why are you even thinking that thought? There's probably some truth, some validity to that, okay? The Hangman, and let me go ahead and set that down. Pay attention to the red flags. The Hangman and the Six of Cups reversed. If something is dead and buried, let it go. It should be buried. Stagnant. It's done for some of you. For others of you, absolutely, you've got reconciliation, and hopefully we can get some more clarification from the Gilded Tarot as to who that might be. Maybe that'll speak to us a little more. And then the Six of Cups here reversed, living in the past. This also sometimes is an indication of living in the past, past times, old-fashioned times. Certain things were done differently 50, 60 years ago. And sometimes we need to get up to speed and get with the times. And other times not. Other times it's okay the way that we are, even if we don't completely fit in, because we are living in the past. But yeah, if you're living in the past, stop it. Unless you truly want this person back, you know, then we will have to look at that. But also pay attention to the red flags. Why are you no longer with this person? You know, there's a reason for every breakup, and that really needs to be evaluated. People don't change all that much. If there was infidelity or control issues or abuse or anything, God, if there was abuse, please don't consider going back to this person. But you know, pay attention to the red flags, whether you're partnered or single. Okay, I'm so glad those cleared it up, because the spread was like not the best I've seen, Gemini. Okay, so let's see, and like I said, we'll do the cusp as well. Let's see though, meanwhile, what we get for reconciliations. Okay, I'm going to do air with other air. Okay, so if you are a Gemini and you are looking to reconcile, and also this would be general energy for you if your partner is another air sign, which is another Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, and or if you're single and you've got your eye on a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, if you happen to be a Gemini, okay? And these can read out from either side because it's the energy between the two people. So let's see what we get there. Okay, Gemini, with other air signs, you know, I feel you've got the High Priestess again, so you've got to listen to your intuition. You've got all major cards here. You got the High Priestess, so listen to your intuition. There may be secrets with this person, okay? This person may be a secretive person with, you know, the other air sign involvement here. The Chariot, which I almost dropped, okay? Be decisive. Like I said here, also a 7, and the Chariot is a 7. Guard against indecisiveness. Okay, if we have a partner and we're gonna take that separation to figure out what we want, pay attention to the red flags in your current relationship and with your previous partner. Really take your time. You've got to decide which direction are you going to go, Gemini, for those of you involved with another air sign. And Judgment reversed. This is an indication that you may not decide to reconcile if you get that opportunity, due to the fact that you may take that time to pay attention to the red flags. Okay, so that's Gemini with other air sign. Let me go ahead and look at those of you Geminis that are involved with fire or looking for reconciliation with fire, or got your eye on a fire sign and want to see how that might go. The energy between Gemini and the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, so we've got our 3 cards. Okay, so start out with the Patience card, the 7, okay? I've got the 8 of Wands here. Like I said, there's a slow energy to this. You know, people move at different paces, okay? So be patient regardless of what you're looking for. Be patient with your partner. Be patient as you're taking your time finding a new partner, and be patient for reconciliation if that's what you are hoping for with a fire sign. Typically they move fast, but that may not always be the case. You know, there's other things at play here. Again, pay attention to red flags always. You have the King of Pentacles reversed, which is interesting because it showed up in the initial spread as well, okay? Again, this is a person who's kind of greedy. You know, when you have a greedy person, a lot of times it isn't an even give and take. It isn't reciprocal, and it doesn't mean they're a bad person. It's just, you know, maybe that's all they can offer at this time. So Gemini, don't sell yourself short. Think about that. Pay attention to the red flags. And you also have the Moon reversed. You know, it's a Pisces energy. So again, you know, with the High Priestess, we got some Pisces energy on the board. However, this is more in reference to if you're interested in a fire sign, dealing with a fire sign. I would just say that, you know, definitely the Moon is always some sort of confusion, and the person that you love may not be going through such a good time right now. This is usually a bad sign for the person you love rather than yourself. You know, so just be patient with the fire sign person if that is who you are interested in and or involved with. Okay, Gemini? And let's go ahead and look at earth signs. Gemini with earth signs. What's the energy there? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini with earth signs. What have we got for you guys? Okay, just going to go with these three. Okay, you've got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so with your earth sign, just go with the flow, Gemini. I like that. You know, just lighten up, go with the flow. Certainly pay attention to the red flags. However, go with the flow. Take things as they come. If they come in slow, that's all right. That gives you that much more time to make sure to feel out what you're doing, to feel like you're moving in the right direction and that things are flowing in the right direction. You've also got the Hangman reversed, just like in our spread. Earth signs, if something is, earth signs, Gemini dealing with earth signs. If something is stagnant, if something needs to be let go, if it's just hanging there basically, cut it down already is what I want to say. You know, it's a refusal to listen to wisdom. Okay? You know, the wisdom that we have from our intuition. Go with the flow. Follow your feelings, listen to your gut, but pay attention to the red flags, those of you involved with earth signs. And you've got the Two of Wands. That's beginning energy. That's beautiful. Okay? So if you do have this time of separation from a partner, for those of you who are involved with earth signs, I think you will have a nice new beginning. If you choose to reconcile with someone who is an earth sign, also nice new beginning energy. Just pay attention to those red flags, okay? Gosh, I don't mean to repeat myself so many times as we go into the Gemini possibly reconciling or involved with or got their eye on a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm going to say pay attention to the red flags. I won't say that again tonight. And let's see how that energy is looking. Like that. Okay, guys, you have the Magician. Okay, so clearly, I think, and I kind of peeked, I didn't mean to, but look at, you've got the King of Pentacles, he's right side up, and you also have the Lovers, which is the Gemini card. If you guys, Geminis, you're involved with any water sign, like I said, this is the Pisces card, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, I think you're doing just fine. Okay, if you're single and you've got your eye on someone like that or seeking reconciliation with someone that's a water sign, excellent. That's great. That was probably the best of the four elements, okay, at this time for the second half of September 2018. Let me really quick use the Rider-Waite cards, the big ones, to do a spread for those of you born on the Gemini Taurus cusp. And we'll see how love and everything is looking for you. Just go ahead and set these aside for now. And let me grab these big cards and see how it's looking for those of you born on the Gemini Taurus cusp for love this second half of September. I appreciate all your comments greatly. All your likes, shares, subscribes, all your feedback, everything you guys are already doing for me. I really appreciate it all. Just want to say thank you and, you know, encourage you to do more. And I appreciate it. I really do. So let's see what's going on here for those of you born on the Gemini Taurus cusp. Second half of September 2018. Why do I have 4 piles? We don't need 4 piles. All right, let's see. Okay, good. It's kind of what I was hoping, that it might be a little more positive than the overall Gemini energy. I think Geminis, you just have some decisions. It's not so much a lack of options. I think it's an abundance of options, and there's a lot of red flags, so you've just got to make your choices carefully, Gemini, is what I'd say. Now, Gemini Taurus, those born on the Gemini Taurus cusp. Okay, well, we definitely have the, you know, it's funny because we did the Taurus reading yesterday and we got the whole, oh no, we didn't. I'm getting confused with something else. But we do have that 8 energy going on here as well. You have the Strength card, which means you very well may be dealing with a Leo, those of you on that cusp. We also have the 8 of Swords reversed, that new beginning energy. And you have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. And you know, it's funny because that is also, to me, the way I read that in love, a lot of options, a lot going on. So I guess we're consistent with that for Gemini. Okay, so you do have the Hermit here. You may very well be dealing with a Virgo. Okay, you may have some time where you take a step back and you go in and seek the answers. Okay, you know, you might be in a very quiet frame of mind right now. Those of you on that Gemini Taurus cusp, I do feel like there is a real quietness to this combination, the Strength and the Hermit, which are the only two majors on the board, the first two that I pulled. So that's good. Sometimes it is good to just sit in silence and be quiet and be alone and, you know, figure some things out. Everybody needs time to do that sometimes. You also have the King of Swords here on the board, so definitely Gemini energy, but you could very well be involved with another air sign, those of you on that cusp there. The King of Swords, regardless of what sign he is, he's the smart one. He's super intelligent, he's decisive, and, you know, he's a straight shooter. He's going to take that sword and just, you know, cut out what needs to be cut out and speak the truth. Okay, so you may very well be involved with someone like that, or perhaps have someone like that coming in if you are on that cusp. Then I have some aces. I have the Ace of Cups. It is reversed. And then I have the Ace of Pentacles, which is straight up. That's interesting to me because the Ace of Cups has the energy, when it's reversed, of a failure to nurture love. You're holding back that love because normally you'd be, you know, just giving that love, like that hand coming, you know, the hand is coming and giving you the cup. This is always universe handing you something. Okay, a lot of times in love readings, I really don't like to see a lot of aces because it's a one and it's like it's just a lonely energy. You may very well have a partner and feel neglected when you get a lot of ones. But the way this is laying out, this hesitancy to nurture love, that energy is going away, and in its place is the Ace of Pentacles, and that is a fantastic combination, actually. So it's actually looking really great for those of you born on the cusp. The Ace of Pentacles, it's also the engagement card, okay? Someone is handing you something, universe is handing you something. You may very well have someone hand you a ring, or just spend some money on you, buy you something nice, or vice versa. You might be doing that for your partner. You know, you may be wishing for that as a single person, and that's an indication that, in fact, universe is bringing you that, exactly what you're looking for in that department. So rather than, you know, the hesitancy to nurture love, and there's no love, or, you know, a little bit of love, now we've got this great stuff coming in. This is great the way this has laid out. Okay, so those are very, very positive here. You also have the Nine of Wands reversed. Don't overthink it. And I know that you've got your guard down, and that's good. You know, have your guard down. Don't be guarded with your partner, and you've got to open your heart to let new love in if that's what you're looking for. As far as reconciliation, just to touch on that, I always do take the Hermit as a reconciliation card, okay? He goes away to seek his wisdom, to figure things out, and then he comes back, okay? So this is also a good sign for reconciliation. Okay, you also have another good sign here, the Five of Wands reversed. Now we're coming into a time where we have that common meeting ground. We're on the same page. So that's good. That's what we need for a successful partnership. That's what we need for reconciliation. And that's what you need as you go into a partnership. Try to find that common meeting ground. Make sure you have some before you commit to someone, is always a good thing. You know, we do like to go with the flow. Us Geminis, maybe, you know, not so much on the Gemini Taurus cusp, though I think you guys do too. I think it's good to go with the flow. That was kind of, I think, some advice for just the straight up Geminis in the reading I did about 5-10 minutes ago. Go with the flow, that's cool, because we do have that new beginning energy again with the Eight of Swords reversed, as well as the Eight of Pentacles reversed, with a lot of options, guys. A lot of options. Now, certainly, if you are partnered, I don't anticipate that you're going to have a lot of options. I would take that as an advice, a thing that says, you know, you need to pay attention to detail. You see how he's hammering those pentacles out, and it's like every little detail. pay attention to details, pay attention to your partner, you know, listen when your partner speaks, give them that respect, okay? And that's, you know, that may be something that is not happening right now. Now, as a single person, you know, this is good if you have a lot of options, absolutely. And I think one of those options, in fact, is your ex, if that's what you're looking for. So really good spread overall, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do the Romance Angel cards, and I'm just going to do one card for those of you on the cusp with each element, because I think overall it was very positive. I mean, I just didn't see anything that didn't indicate we're moving into a good time where everyone's getting along, everyone's on the same page. Looks very hopeful for reconciliations, and any relationships, particularly with Leo, Virgo, or another air sign, and Aries, I always do that, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay guys? A lot of new beginning energy, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, we'll do 3 of these. Let's see how that's going. Okay, past life relationship, you have known each other before. To me, that's reconciliation. I don't get into the whole past life thing a whole lot. There's a familiarity to the person if you have someone brand new coming in. If you're already partnered, sure, you've known them before. I hope you know your partner. Jokes. Not great with jokes. Okay, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, so if something is out of control, let's turn it around. Let's pay attention to details. Pay attention to what we're doing and regain that control. I think it speaks for itself. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, I love that. All right, so those of you who are reconciling, those of you who are single, person coming in, you're very strongly attracted to each other. That's awesome. I love that energy. And those of you who are partnered, good for you. You're very attracted to your partner, and I think that's so important, because when you lose that attraction, there's a lot of problems. It tells you a lot about what's going on in the relationship besides. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at just one card with the Gilded Tarot for each of the elements in regards to what that's looking like with the Gemini, Taurus, Cusp, and the element they're partnered to or looking to be partnered to. Okay, I'm going to start with Earth. Again, I got really good positive vibes here for Virgo, but let's see. Okay, let's just do one. We're gonna go Earth, Air, Fire, and Water. Okay, guys. Earth, for those of you, here we go, Ace of Pentacles. For those of you with an Earth sign, looking to reconcile, got your eye on one, that looks good. Universe is supporting you. Universe is giving you that push. Could very well be that you guys come into some money or things, you know, things improve financially. That's always good in a partnership. That's always good.